So, I hope everyone's a bit happier today after getting smashed yesterday. ASX down, battery minerals probably down quite a bit. Cooling off those highs. So, interesting company came out today. This one doubled 120%. Why? Because they found lithium coming out of the ground at their project here, which is right near all the big players. So this is MGA on the ASX. Only 5 million, so it's only 2 million, so no wonder it jumped so easy. Could dwindle down, like they have lithium there, but they got to drill it for like 4 more years and then build the mine. By that time, all the big players could be pumping out more. Who knows what could happen, so it's a long shot, but for only 5 million, that's not bad. I bought AS2 because they were next to Core Lithium. They still haven't bring any things about pegmatites, and they're triple the price of this MGA. But that's, you need to dive in further. AS2 has copper things as well, probably got more cash. These guys, not sure how much cash they have. You'd think 2 million would be the max cash they have, I don't know. So let's look at the project here. So we've got Pilbara Minerals, that's like a $14 billion company. MinRes, what's that, a $12 billion company? Well, going back to it. So that MinRes owns half of that. I think they own half of that. They might buy it all out. They multiple it, they're getting back into production. Big company here, made $500 million last year. Profit, I think it was $580 million profit. GL1, around 400 million, I think. They've been drilling. So these companies were drilling for tin, then they swapped for lithium. That's how they got out. Pilbara Minerals came out of nowhere because they were drilling for tin. Then decided, oh, we want lithium. They also bought out this Altura company. When prices were down, they bought low and selling high. So they bought this company for next to nothing. Probably the capex of what it cost to build it or something, I don't know. People lost out, but Pilbara Minerals won. So GL1 should be next. They've done a lot of drilling. They're going to come out with a resource upgrade, which surely will be enough to get into production. So they'll be next. I see them going to $1 billion would be a good price for them in the next few years. Even with all this downturn that's going to happen with the rates rising, people are going to buy lithium because it's so much better. You can charge your car from the sun. If you've got some sort of car, you get a bit of power from the sun. You'll get 20 k's a day from solar panels driving around for free. And the rest of it, you could have more solar panels home, plug it in, your battery, etc. That's the way we're going. A lot better, a lot lower maintenance. So that's why we're going to lithium. There's batteries coming out like sodium ion, which is better than lithium because lithium is really rare, but the things in sodium ion aren't so rare. So anyway, back towards this company. They got this manganese project, so nickel, cobalt, manganese, that's in the cathode. I'm not sure on the manganese market, but here's their lithium tin project here. So, pathway for these guys, that's drill. Then turns out we don't want their lithium because we got these guys here and everyone else around the world getting already drilled way ahead of these guys. But so I can't really see it myself that this will get into production. Although maybe they drill something freakish, and yeah, they drill like a freak in nature thing. That could be. But anyway, so it's low, so it's got some risk to reward, but doesn't seem hopeful to me. Not really. It's more just a lottery pick, which most likely is a losing pick. That's my opinion. You got to do your own research, and they also have this manganese mine, so this is my opinion after looking at this company for 5 minutes, so obviously don't listen to what I'm saying. And manganese, so the manganese market, I don't know anything about. Apparently $1,000 a ton for that, so I'm not sure how much they get out of the ground for. So anyway, back to these lithium companies. Why they're so good, because they get it out of the ground for 500 and they can sell it for an average of like 3,000, so they make 2,500 a ton on average. That's what Pilbara Minerals makes, around 2,500 a ton. They actually sell some as high as 7,000 a ton, making whopping money. They sold 5,000 tons at 7,000, 6.5 grand profit or something, made 30 million on a sale of 5,000 tons, and then they got their stuff they were selling for 3,000 tons. So that's how they made 580 million, getting heaps out of the ground, selling it. So basically, if you go global lithium, do a bit more drilling, you spend 200 million to build a mine. We call lithium here. They're building a mine, or just finished it as we speak. 173 tons per annum. So they're going to be printing money, and the capex was only $89 million, but they were close to Darwin. So if you're close to a capital city, you're going to have a lower capex because that truck driver is dropping stuff off. He's not going to charge you so much. That plumber coming out, that electrician coming out, you get the idea. They don't have to get hotels, etc., etc. So that's why you'd think be about double for anyone building a mine out here further. Could be wrong, could be 1.5 times, not sure. But you get the idea. So the insurance company, just keep on the radar and maybe look at the manganese. Personally, think this could die down, could go up then die down. You just don't know, but it is really a lottery pick at this point, in my opinion. But if you know more about the company, make a video and point me to that video of you telling me about it. So manganese is going up. Another interesting company I was looking at, AEV. Left a message, rang them today, still haven't got to talk to someone. Need to find out about the phosphate market, because the batteries of the now is lithium, iron, and phosphate. So these guys have a big mine, and they're looking to pair with another company to make cathode material. So if you didn't know, lithium iron phosphate batteries are the batteries we like now because they're 30% cheaper than the nickel ones. And we don't really need all that power from the nickel. Lithium iron phosphate is enough. Though if you got a lot of money and you want a fast car, maybe the nickel one's for you. Also, nickel does last longer than lithium iron phosphate. If you don't believe me, look at a Jeff Dahn video because he's made it last longer in the lab, whatever. Okay, so this is Avenira. It's been holidays, so I haven't really been able to talk to them. 10, what's their market cap here? I always just look at the market cap, make it nice and simple, dumb it down for myself. It's up here, 15 million. So, also if you're buying a small stock like this, just wait until it's like dead. Just wait until it's dead. Like, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to risk it buying up here because you think it's going to go up here. You can wait until it dies, because this probably is a fair way away from getting anywhere. So this is my opinion. What I've seen based on life facts in my life. So where are we? So they're going to pair with this company who has the technology and knows how to take that phosphate that's at their mine, mix it with iron and lithium and make a cathode material. So that's Ali's. So they got some sort of agreement per tons, whatever. Not sure. I'm trying to ring up to see how much money they could make. And if it looks like they only have to spend 50 million to build a mine and they're going to make 100 million a year and they're only worth 15 million, and there's a good chance that they're going to use their phosphate from their mine, and because they got the highest grade, and it makes more sense just to get this phosphate here because it's close, high grade, whatever. So going to find that out, and then you can take your punt, put your money in there. If you have money, spare money, you're happy to lose if it didn't go well, but you also want to make sure you want to tick all the boxes to make sure it's going to go well, but then also prepare that it doesn't go well. So more research needed on the phosphate market. Apparently Morocco has all the phosphate in the world. It's used for fertilizer, and apparently it's dwindling down. See, phosphate comes out of the ground, goes through the plants, goes into the water, comes up through the water or something for all volcanoes, starts again. But the thing is, you want the phosphate in the right place, like you want it on your crop, and that's why we have to mine it, which I'm not sure if that made sense, but anyway. So large premium grade phosphate deposit Australia, got this sort of grade. So yeah, I think 30% is high grade in phosphate. I thought, oh yeah, here we are, they have the high grade resource, 67 million tons, 30%. So that's large. There's another company on the Australian Stock Exchange called Centrix, and they're like $100 million. They're getting it out of the ground now and selling it as fertilizer. So I'm interested to know why they're at 88 million and AEV is only at 15. So I'm waiting for someone in the know so you can ring up this company, ask them why is that so, and they'll probably be able to tell you, because obviously they're running the company and they know this stuff. So royalty, so they probably get money selling the phosphate to them, and then they get a royalty or something, I'm not sure. Actually, let's just read through it. A down payment of 5 million, which will be payable in 2 tranches. 3 million, securing funding for the first LFP plant. So when they secure funding, they'll pay them 3 million, and then on completion of the plant, they'll pay them 5 million. Seems quite small, so I wonder how much the plant costs. They're doing the feasibility study. So the thing is, you want to guess roughly how much they'll make before the feasibility study comes out, and then you buy before the feasibility study comes out. Everyone else does the numbers who didn't do them before, and say, wow, this is really cheap, and then that's how you made quite a bit of money. If you look at good companies that bring out good feasibility studies, you can see they go up quite a bit. So that's the aim of the game, find out how much they could make, and then say, oh no, it's not worth it. Or they could come out with it, go up for a day and go down. But you want to buy a business and not the graph. So basically, things to know is their resource world class, high grade, in a good location, low capex, doesn't cost much to build it, get out of the ground. Find that out, and then does the world need their phosphate, or do they just not? Can they get the phosphate anywhere else and don't really need this? First LP trains up to, so then we go to 200,000 tons per annum. So start small, get it working, and go big. That's what we like to see. So stay tuned for a more in-depth video of AEV on the ASX to find out if it's worth your money. And that's all I'll say. And stay tuned for more graphite videos, because I believe graphite may be the next lithium. They might run into a shortfall of graphite, sending the prices up, like what happened with lithium. They're getting out of the ground for 500, selling it for 1,000, making double the money, which is just average. Now they're selling for 6 times the price, and all these companies just look really great if they can get into production. Similar things I think might happen for graphite. So graphite, they get it out of the ground for $500 now. They sell that raw material for 1,000. So hopefully they can get maybe it doubles in price, and then those numbers just become huge, and you've bought in before, those numbers get huge, knowing that there was going to be a shortfall. So if they haven't needed all this graphite, and then they need all the graphite for electric cars because they're a lot better than petrol cars, you just gotta know this. You just think it's going to happen. It's logical, it will happen. You just got to buy in the right companies, then wait. And if you buy in a year before, it's a lot better because you get a capital gains discount and can sell out when you think it's at a good price, or even overpriced for where they are in their roadmap. So next video I'll probably do on Telgo and graphite companies, and that's it for this video.